Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I still can't believe she did that.
Earlier this evening,
Like, she really
Philadelphia detective Nate Leahy was arrested at his
framed
residence in
him
connection with the death of
for
Clemson
murder.
University professor
Like,
Sam
she
Keating.
really
Amanda's wife, Mr.
did
Leahy,
that
reportedly
shit.
had a...
Like, I'd rather go down for
Sam
murder
Keating's
myself
murder.
that was an accident than ruin someone else's life that had nothing to do with it.
You put Sam's ring in the woods?
And he's like, and
come
what
in.
about it?
I won't try anything.
It's not that. I just... Thank you.
Scabies infestation a few weeks back.
Can they just date?
Close your eyes.
I want him to be honest with him, though. That is not his element. And he's a known cop that all these criminals recognize that are gonna beat his ass.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but we're not taking on any new clients at present,
Clients?
That's
Don't
totally
you know
wrong.
VIP when you see one?
VIP?
Your boss came out of my V and
Oh,
her daddy's P.
my god.
Show a little respect for her mama. My daughter, where is she?
Oh my god, I love her already.
Well, I
Typical
said,
mom comes and starts
married.
throwing shit
Couldn't
away.
keep his Peter in his pants and went and slept with a white woman. Then the fool goes and kills the white woman. Ain't got no husband, ain't got no boyfriend, and you hold up in this bed like the Queen of Sheba. Get your butt up out this bed and get in the shower. Get
Now
off.
I know where she gets it from. She just realized how bad it is. Aww. Oh, I like how she was like trying to be. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I like how she was like trying to be the hard ass and like get her to, you know, shape up. Let's go. Don't cry over spilled milk. And then realize like how affected she was and was kind of like,
The police wanted to
oh,
come in as soon as possible.
I didn't know that it was that bad.
It's fine.
You should find Jolene Samuels guilty.
Huh?
Not guilty. That was a slip, excuse me. My point being, Jolene Samuels is innocent.
Bonnie.
What medication does it say he was given before surgery?
Heparin. It's a blood thinner.
And can you confirm that blood thinners are known to cause bruising post-surgery?
Yes.
Is it true your ex-girlfriend took care of you during your hospital stay?
Rosa? Yeah, but don't believe
Oh,
anything
they
that
were
bitch
dating.
says.
I thought she said she was dating.
So we shouldn't believe her when
the
she told us that
client.
you suffered a
The other
TIA
client, the
during
guy.
your surgery.
Objection.
Due process, all of which could explain why Mr. Smalley would have thought he saw something he didn't. The witness can be excused.
Okay. Okay, Bonnie. Okay.
I took care of you. I protected you.
Did you?
What did she say?
Oh, she gonna hit you with her
Don't
shoe.
sass me, Anime.
Annalise.
Anime is a beautiful name.
Mama, how many times have
She
I
changed
asked
her
you
name?
to call me?
This is the first
No,
time.
this is not the first time.
First time in person.
Just asking you to respect the fact that I changed it and to honor my request.
What the
When
hell are you talking about?
Just call her Anna.
Respect the fact and honor your request? Who the hell do you think you are, Oprah?
Cause she is insufferable.
Did you do it?
Do what?
Kill Sam. You can tell Mama. God is the only judge.
Oh wow. What if she tells her? That'd be dope if she was just like, no, but I was responsible.
It's a forum where users disclose details of their sexual exploits.
Including rape.
Objection,
Oh,
lack
shit.
of foundation until the evidence is presented to the court.
And I held on for dear life. It was truly the best sex I've ever had. And get this, he was one of my patients.
Ooh, no.
Chad
This
initiated
is why you
the
have
sex.
to be honest
Continuing
with the person
to lie to
representing
me only
you.
hurts your case.
Have you seen
Representing
me?
you?
In what world would anyone believe Chad would even look at me? They all think I'm a
Accused.
rapist, and I'm not.
You
And I know
are.
that's hard for you to believe, especially since I lied to you, but please, don't give up on me.
Do you talk back to Annalise when she asks you to do something?
Hell yeah, Bonnie. Stand up for yourself.
Did you see-
Relax.
Bonnie? I don't know. Why would you ask me that?
I mean,
Not Bonnie, our client.
Yeah, right. I don't know. Depends how many brewskis I had.
Annalise's mother?
No, clean
They'll
up this
stand
mess. It's like a pigsty.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, where is the home training? I'll leave you for 1 minute. You got some boy child up in here sniffing your drawers.
Mama, can you give us a moment?
You out. Mama, that was one of my students. Somebody's always a student, somebody's always the teacher. That's how sex works best.
Oh my god.
The truth, he asked me to plant evidence in the house. I wouldn't do it, so he said he'd find another way. Sam's dead, so I guess he found one.
God damn it, now they're gonna have her testify.
They're not my friends. Every minute you're not with me, you're with them. They're your friends. Fine.
You right.
I'll introduce you. Oh my God. Stare a little harder, why don't you?
Wouldn't that be bad though for
Can
their
you
case though?
confirm
Because
that
he
this
wouldn't.
is you in these photos, Mr. Manning?
Couldn't they just say he wouldn't
It is.
consensually?
And they're photos you
sleep
posted
with
on
her?
Humper.
Like,
I'm
wouldn't that
simply
make more
trying to
sense
figure
that
out
she
why
would
Mr. Manning
be?
hasn't told the
It would be
prosecutor
rape
or this
because
court
he wouldn't have
that he's gay.
consensually slept with her.
Your Honor.
Excuse me?
We're not settling.
The hospital.
Isn't my client. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Fight the power bond.
Hell yeah, Bonnie, you got this.
And I'll start to cry and I'll have to quit.
Just
Tell me
say
that's not true.
that you want to brainstorm ideas with her about the case because you're slumped.
And you said you didn't.
Because he's covering for
We're not
murder.
doing this while you're
so-
wasted.
She told you not to tell me, right?
She told him not to tell anybody.
You blame her?
So, what's next on your docket?
He called her Tammy.
The detective? I've been obsessed.
Yeah, you and the rest of Philly.
See, you're not the only one who knows how to use sex to get
Yeah, but if,
Well, at least
they,
the
if
Rebecca
he
lie
sees
finally
her,
helps.
She didn't lie.
which he probably will,
didn't?
he's gonna
I
recognize
told her to
her.
only answer the questions asked.
I really hope that she's not responsible for something.
Here,
I'm getting worried.
according to this, Rudy Walters was picked up on a 5503.
Man were put on this planet to take things. You know, they take your money, they take your
It's not to
land,
say
they take
that
a woman, and any other thing they
Men
can
are
put their
way more
grabby
likely to
hands
do
on.
it, but that's
men.
not saying that
Women?
a woman has never done
They
it.
made to
It's
give
definitely a lie.
love.
Did you know?
Uncle Clyde is dead.
you know what he did to me?
Dead! Did you hear me? And the Lord made sure he got what he deserved. Anna Mae?
My sorry-ass husband might have been a cheater and a lowlife, but he saw me why I am this way.
That man understood nothing.
Sam knew exactly what happened to me the minute I stepped into his office.
Daniels got me after choir practice. The first man I worked for. Some of the men I dated. I told you, men take things. Certainly no reason to go to a head shrinker for help and end up marrying him.
Go home, Mama.
Yeah.
I don't need you.
I don't even know what to say about that. I feel like I can't even. I can't.
Your hacker boy at home? Tell him we need his help.
Are you sure this is going to work?
Are they
I
working
understand
together?
your client is interested in reaching a plea deal.
Yes, Mr. Tucker has just gone on record to paying himself half of that $500,000.
I'm not following.
Neither am I, Your Honor.
I recently discovered that Mr. Tucker and Mr. Manning here are lovers. Here are emails between Mr. Manning and
They
Mr.
were in
Tucker where they've
cahoots.
shared intimate photos of one another.
In no way does this prove that these two men set up Miss Samuels for rape.
But they did set up a joint bank account in Mykonos. Restitution of this size should last them quite a while over there.
Miss Winthrop, don't you think a motion is in order here?
We would like to file a motion to dismiss the charges against Ms. Samuels.
Granted, you're free to go.
I knew you could do it, Bonnie. Hell yes.
Change your name from Winter.
Wait, they're kind of.
Ollie leans back on the ropes. Foreman tires himself out. As soon as he's spent, Ollie comes back to life. Just
Oh yes. Shut up. They'd be really cute together. They cancel each other out. Like he's like, oh my god. He's like sarcastic, jokes too much. She's too serious. They're good together.
And I have a drug problem.
What?
I had to tell Oliver that I was an addict.
Wow, feels like I just got off the plane in Hawaii. Where are all the lays?
About blah blah, Oliver blah.
Can they just like make it official, please?
Drug problem thing.
Don't worry. We're all doing our part, keeping him honest.
Oh my God.
Kayla, it's time for bed.
Kayla,
Give me a
chill.
And when it comes to Connor's deep and varied emotional issues,
It's like 300
She's
pages of text.
overselling it.
It was the same night Lila was murdered.
Uh-oh.
You think Rudy had something to do with Lila's murder?
I don't know.
Do you think maybe Rebecca knows?
Sam dying was his own fault.
Nate's in jail now. And what we're doing to him is...
Yeah, I agree. That's.
What if I was wrong about her the whole time?
I think she's definitely hiding something, but I don't think that she actually killed him.
Built a porch swing and tended a little garden that was just right out front. I bake up a storm on an old stove, you know, the ones that you had to light with a long match. You came out of your room and I know what he had done. He was a big man. Loved his liquor and his hooch.
Did she do anything?
I got you and your brothers and sisters out of bed, and we went over to Aunt Mabel to sleep. And that night, that house that I loved so much burned
down
to the ground. And your Uncle Clyde burned right with it. And maybe you did something real bad, I don't know, and don't much care if you did. I know if you did,
There's a
you had
good
your
reason.
reason. Because sometimes
Do you think?
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Do you think she lit the
Even
house
if
on
all
fire?
you've got is a long match and a very flammable hooch.
She caught the fucking house on fire. So she said you didn't do anything about it. She did. She killed him, and she burned the whole house down with it. Oh my God, she's badass. Whoa, I love that.
I'm really proud of you. You didn't have one drink. I want to be boyfriends again. And I want you to take all this
Tell
off.
him that again
Come
when
here.
you're sober.
Bring me that hot ass.
Hey, stop.
Bring it to me.
When you're sober.
When you wake up, if you still want this, we'll be boyfriends.
I love you.
Say it back. He won't remember, it's fine.
Okay, Rena. Let's go find your brother.
I thought that was the brother for a second. I was like, I think there's a little bit of a race difference.
Which means it's my job to fix it.
She'll
Go
just
before
trust
anyone
her.
sees you.
She said trust me, so trust her. I'm scared. This is the end of the episode. Oh.
Because you love me. So much so you hated the idea of any other man having me.
I can't tell if he's in on it though.
Either way, thank you.
I don't think he's in on it, but she has a plan, you can tell. She knew they were watching that.
Was she with you that night? Did you do
Wes,
drugs
this is,
together?
you need to chill. This is not about you right now. Let him.
What did you say?
What?
What? Oh, she was wet. Oh my God, and she's tracking him. Rebecca! She knows he's figuring it out. No! Oh God, no. I swear the show just gets better and better. This was such a good episode. I loved it, loved it, loved it. I love that we met Annalise's mom. I love that we got like a little insight as to where she came from, that she came from like a poor family or a not wealthy family. And her name's Anime. Anime? It sounds like anime when I say it, like the cartoon. Yeah, sounds like anime when I say it. But yeah, found out her name's Anime, and she changed it when she became a lawyer and got this successful job. And we find out that Sam was her therapist. And she started going to him because she was raped when she was young by her uncle. And we meet this mom. The mom's like a hard ass. The mom is like the least nurturing person that we think, at least, that she has ever had. The second she walks in the door, she's like, "Get out of your bed!" And just is no help. And immediately she realizes, like, Annalise is not joking around. She's hurting. And then she, nurtures her. Fast forward, we see a conversation and a fight happen. She tells her mom to leave because the mom is just terrible. And we find out that Annalise was raped and that the mom did nothing about it, or so we thought. And later in the episode, the mom comes to say goodbye and says that she's leaving in the morning and tells the story about what happened to the uncle and why their house burnt down. And it burnt down because she caught it on fire herself and killed the uncle when she saw him leave her room. So yes, she did know that she was raped, and she did do something about it. She killed him. Just like her daughter, they're like the same person. It's crazy. They both have that like stubborn harshness to them, but would do anything for the people that they love, and it's so beautiful to see. And I know I didn't talk much during the scene where they spoke about it, but it was, I feel like I don't have the proper words to talk about that situation. It just isn't, so, I feel it's not my place to speak on that situation. Bonnie takes Annalise's place and solves the case and pretty much finds out that the lawyer of the hospital, or somebody that's in charge of the hospital, and the person that's trying to accuse this woman of rape are dating, and they're actually gay lovers, and that if he got this money that the hospital was going to pay, it would go straight into his own bank account, like half of it would. And they get her off the hook, and Bonnie thought she was going to lose it. At the last minute, they find out this information, and that's it. And Bonnie won, and her and Asher kiss after she wins the case. And he's like, "Is this because you're desperate again?" And she just kisses him again. They're actually really cute together. I could like really see myself liking them as a couple, and I'm so happy for her. She was like so down on herself, and she did it. She was Annalise for the day, and it worked out. And the ending. Shit. So they find Rudy, and they find out that he was arrested because he was on drugs and having a mental breakdown, and it was this whole thing. And they go to where the mental hospital that he's at, and they show him a picture of Rebecca, and he says, wet. As in, like, the last time he saw her, she was wet. Like she had just put somebody in a water tank. Ugh, I really thought that Rebecca wasn't going to be the murderer. we don't know for sure if she is. Like, I feel like she had something to do with it, but I don't think that she did it. I don't know. Like, I feel like she definitely is lying about something. She definitely had something to do with it, but I don't think that she full on did it. But I'm scared. And then we find out that Rebecca is like tracking Wes, like tracking his phone. So she clearly is onto him and is trying to call the shots here. I think the next 2 episodes are the 2-part finale, and I cannot wait. I'm going to try my best to watch them at the same time. I am so excited. This was such a good episode. Like, honestly, 9.5 or a 10 out of 10. I thought this was one of the best episodes. So good. The case was so good. The storyline with Annalise and her mom was so good. So good. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I will see you guys next week for How to Get Away with Murder. Thanks for watching.